Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
This is MaJeliv. We're the Vasquez family. I'm Matthew.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Jemmy.
I'm Jose.
And I'm Joshua.
And
Is that too big of a pause?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, today we are going to be reacting to episode 7 of Star Wars Ahsoka. We've had quite a blast watching this show so far. We are nearing the end of this season. This is, I think, part 2 of that last arc we were talking about. So stakes are definitely rising. Looks like Hera's going to be entering to the New Republic in this episode. And we might get some jumps in between to this galaxy far, far away. So we're ready to jump on in. Thank you guys for joining us today. Remember, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you guys are watching an edited version of our reaction. If you want to have access to our full uncut watch along to this episode, you guys can have access to that by becoming a member of this channel by either clicking the link in the description or this card up above, or by clicking that join icon next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, it means a lot if you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure that way you guys don't miss out on any new MaJeliv Star Wars content coming out. Last note, if you guys notice, we have some MaJeliv merch here. Josh has got his blue Good Tip shirt from our 2020 short film, and me and Jimmy are rocking the black and white. But we do have some new MaJeliv merch. If you guys want to check that out, down in the description. So, have a look at that. But regardless, we're ready to jump on in. Thank you for joining us today. Here we go.
What's that same building from Andor?
We simply cannot allow a general of the New Republic security forces to go around acting like this is still a rebellion. And it has rules and laws which General Syndulla seems to have no problem bending to fit her personal agenda.
Morgan Elsbeth was leading a coordinated effort by the Imperial Remnant.
Objection! Imperial Remnant. Such a sensational term.
I feel like he's in on it.
Yeah, he's definitely...
He's a rat.
He's the mole.
There's no proof of a greater conspiracy and thus no immediate threat to this republic.
If Thrawn returns, that will change quickly.
If.
Yeah, that guy's so in on it, bro.
Wow. Court-martialed for disobeying a direct order.
Oh! What? What is he doing here?
Yes.
We know who you are, dude. Get on in here, bro. His face is his ID. Let him
What
in.
is going on right now?
Honored Chancellor,
Listen to the music.
Respect. I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa. May I speak?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I love this. I love it so much.
3PO.
I love 3PO.
Oh. Dude, this is...
I object.
Oh,
In the
shush.
strongest terms.
Who cares what you think?
Senator Organa personally sanctioned General Syndulla's reconnaissance mission to Seatos, being regrettably unaware that Senator Ziono had held a vote against such a mission without her.
This. The court cannot admit evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
Well, take that person.
Hold the chop.
That seems to settle the matter. Unless you remain unsatisfied, Senator Ziono.
Oh.
No.
Yay!
Nice.
3PO comes to save the day.
The music, man, and his voice. Ah, such a beautiful voice.
How real is the threat of Thrawn's return? We have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Hey.
Good intro. Love that.
I love it. Oh, he's coming.
This little intro break gives
Dreams
Ziono
and
a
madness.
chance to contact Daddy Thrawn and tell him, Daddy, we got beat a little bit.
I missed the
I think
beginning of
Balin
that.
is insane. Like,
What was the title? Dreams and what now?
madness.
Wow.
Dreams and madness.
Aha.
Whoa.
Hey.
What? What? This is...
In this war, you will face more than just droids. General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, even Count Dooku. Face any one of them on the battlefield.
She's replaying her training. Wow.
As your master, it's my responsibility to prepare you. Don't be afraid. Just remember what I taught you and trust your instincts.
That was incredible. It's like the little nuggets, right? The little nuggets of
Once
just.
we drop out of hyperspace, we find Sabine.
And I like me some chicken nuggets.
I would point out that you are assuming the star whales have brought us to the correct galaxy.
I think the odds are pretty good.
No, in fact, they're terrible. Astronomically terrible.
You should have said something.
I did, but you never. I hope you are right.
I know you do.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I am detecting multiple objects in our path.
Let's get
Oh
out there.
no.
Perhaps we are safer here.
Crap. They're killing all the whales.
They're attacking them.
Oh my gosh. Dang. Oh no.
Oh, they put bombs.
Oh man, they just placed like, oh my gosh, all those bombs.
Come on, man. Are they leaving? Is that what they're doing? Yeah.
That's so cool. Like, they could just take off like that.
Yeah. No, I'm glad they can. That'd be terrible.
The fact that the ring around it is just
Yeah,
like,
let's do this.
Fighters are closing.
I'm going to make for the debris field.
I would not recommend that.
Come on, where's that optimism?
Oh.
There is nothing on the scope.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Dang. That's aggressive. Dude, these coffins, like, what is this?
So eerie.
Seriously, man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh.
It would seem Ahsoka is alive and well after all.
Here is everything the Inquisitorial database had on her.
A master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
Ooh, that changes things.
There's no need to waste our resources.
With due respect, Grand Admiral, without pursuit, we shall lose them in the debris field.
You're quite right, of course. Jedi are very good at hiding. They've been practicing that for years.
Wow.
I do not like this. How did they anticipate our arrival?
Sabine.
I will run a scan to see if I can locate Lady Wren.
Droids. How would you even scan for that?
They're
It's
ways.
crazy.
Oh, we're back to the migrating village.
They're moving.
Oh, that's so
It's moving
cute.
day.
Get some rest.
A little. Thanks. You know, I was beginning to think we'd never find you.
How did you? What? Find me. You never said.
It's complicated. Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations. Yeah, so where is Ahsoka? Is she coming?
Fess up, girl. Come on.
Just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Troubling. Very troubling.
Dang.
Oh,
God.
There's Balin. Balin's skull on a wolf. Oh my gosh, they did partner up with them.
I love the actor who plays Ezra, man. He's so
Need of your
good.
assistance.
We are at your service, my lord.
Ahsoka Tano lies hidden within the graveyard. Find her.
Yes, Grand Admiral.
Ugh.
God.
Oh, it looks like they're under the ocean.
Yeah.
What are those things?
Nothing. I
Not
cannot
sure.
locate Lady Wren. Either my scans are being jammed, or there is too much debris.
We don't need a scan. There's another way.
The Force. Huh.
Ahsoka.
Hey, you alright?
Hmm.
And they see you.
The Jedi is there.
Creepy. La.
Yeah, what was it?
Oh no. Feeling.
What kind?
It's complicated. Sorry.
It's complicated.
They found us!
Don't worry. I know where we're going.
Wonderful. So, on our way!
Wonderful. So, on our way. That's dense, dude. These guys don't deserve it, man. Sabine.
Oh.
Oh man.
That's so sad. Come on.
Contact Thrawn. Kill Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger.
No.
Your ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another.
What is calling him? It's so creepy.
Nah, man. Shin's not gonna do it.
She doesn't want to. It's just such a conflict in her. She's so fascinating.
Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
Huh.
That's a cool shot.
Lord of the Rings much?
Yeah, seriously. Hell, like Two Towers, right?
Mm-hmm.
If only they had a Legolas.
You think these zombie stormtroopers are any better than the actual stormtroopers?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I mean, they're already dead.
Their aim has always been kind of.
These turtle people don't deserve it, man. Come on.
Jeez.
At least they have those little tanks. That's smart.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh.
Nice, okay.
Don't hurt the homie.
Hey, what did he do?
Get him! Get him!
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
They're like the Ewoks of this planet.
Yes.
It's so cute. Oh
How many are there? Jeez. Those guys' helmets kind of look like Urukai or like orcs, right?
no! They're smart.
Yeah. That's how they've lived.
Ahsoka! Dude. That guy's
What
not
is he
okay.
doing?
What is he? Yeah,
I think
what's
he's
his
insane.
Ugh.
She's like you, but lacks your sense of humor.
They even sound like orcs.
Yep.
Give him his lightsaber back, Sabine. Let's go. Give it to him.
We'll be fine.
Oh,
Give him his
Whoa.
lightsaber.
Okay. That is pretty
That is
spectacular
very
right
cool,
there.
man.
That is a good
awesome.
shot.
We cannot land while under attack. Standard Jedi mission protocol states.
No need to land.
Oh, not this again.
Once I'm on the ground, draw the fighters away.
Yes, of course. Just remember what happened last time.
You got the timing wrong?
And didn't I feel terrible?
No!
Their banter is like none other.
so good. Oh.
Oh. Ahsoka the White is unleashed. Yes,
Oh,
please.
yes, let's go.
Oh, she's so awesome.
Oh. Reunion.
This is a surprise.
Oh.
Oh.
Round 2.
Fight.
The Howler's just like, I'll wait over here.
Oh, face down.
Can't allow you to interfere.
I don't have time for this.
Dang it, don't stop him. I wanted to see what he was getting.
Oh,
Hey.
Man.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Round
Fight.
2. Oh, yes. Alright, Sabine, do something.
What's the plan?
You got this.
Here. Do your thing.
Yes, let's go.
Your lightsaber, take it.
You keep it.
What?
I don't need it. Besides, you've been training.
He doesn't need it. Let's go.
No, I'm serious.
Take it.
I gave it to you. It's yours now.
At least take a blaster.
No. The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
Oh, more than that.
Oh,
Whoa.
dang.
I mean, he is.
Dude!
Wow.
Okay, Ezra. I mean, if he's been able to survive for 10
Yeah,
years, he's
that's
kind of
amazing.
Oh man.
Oh, the music is so good.
I know.
I love those little guys. Wow, man. He's powerful.
Careful behind you.
Oh, his hair.
Oh, his hair.
Close.
Rematch.
Not looking good for you.
Ah, you said that too soon. Ouch.
Ow. Gosh, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Yo, Huyang. What does he think?
So much going on with this guy. It's so fascinating.
I know, seriously.
He just said a million words.
Like, hopefully it's as...
That is
Zombie
a lot
troopers.
of night troopers.
We have them.
Our side is short one mercenary. Where's Belen's gone?
Is he gonna abandon Shin? What is going on?
Yeah. Oh,
This
man.
is when you say...
Yep. Right?
Shin's the one that has to call it, too.
We could talk. Or we could just... Don't you want to take us as prisoners? As prisoners?
Fire!
Yeah!
Oh.
That was spectacular.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Well, they're all back together. I hope I survived long enough to see the outcome.
Ah, don't say that.
Better.
Huyang.
Don't joke like that.
Man, thank goodness for Beskar, right?
Yes.
Ezra doesn't even need a lightsaber, man.
Recall the gunships. Call off the aerial pursuit. These are unfortunate, but acceptable losses given the absence of Lord Balin. In the grand scheme of things, one might even call this first match with Tano a success.
What does he have up his sleeve, man?
With our enemy distracted, the cargo transfer is now almost complete. Ahsoka Tano has lost the one thing she could not afford to lose today. Time.
Dang, man.
Goodness.
The greater mission.
Yeah, even I got distracted from that. I
Yeah.
completely forgot.
This is probably a lot for Ezra. Like, come on, it's been so long. Now you see a bunch of stormtroopers?
Surrender your weapon. I can help you.
Listen to her. Oh.
Balin's gonna be gone.
Ahsoka. Thought you were dead.
And miss this reunion?
That's
Look at that. Ezra and Ahsoka back
Where's
together.
Aslan, bro?
You thought she was dead.
Clearly I was wrong.
She still hasn't told him everything, bro.
Guys, I'm getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Where's the cliffhanger?
Yeah,
This
seriously.
is the second to last episode. Literally.
Oh, man.
No.
Mm-mm.
Really?
And they're gonna leave it open-ended.
No, go to the end.
No,
the end credits scene.
Star Wars is not gonna do uncredited scene.
Matt.
Oh. So, wait, are we saying we have one more episode?
That's
What I
it.
understand.
In the whole series?
No, or two. Isn't it
Two?
9?
Is it 9?
Well, this one was action-packed,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. That was very, very Star Wars, as you know.
Yeah, it brought in a lot of Clone Wars, even Rebels. I mean, I love that we got to get to know Ezra a little bit more. You know,
His personality was
spend more
really
time
cool.
with him. Yeah.
I love his confidence. Not arrogance, confidence, and his faith in his ability to work
Yeah.
with the Force alone. He didn't need a lightsaber or a blaster. It was awesome. I mean, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think it
Well,
was
if
really...
you remember the... Oh, sorry, Josh, go.
No, that it was just really cool to meet this version of Ezra. I think there is a really... Because there's the character from Clone Wars... Not Clone Wars, that's enemy. Rebels. And, you know, I really feel like this actor has stepped into the role and really made himself a part of it, and you really get that, and it feels really nice to meet, this character again, and to see him fighting and interacting and it's so great. I mean, like the reunion he just had with Ahsoka was so cool.
Yeah,
you really felt that, and it's because he was just living through the character.
Yeah.
And it's simple. It's simple, and I think it's only fair to the actor to do that. And I really felt that he was there, and it was just really, really great. I had a lot of fun watching him fight, and especially with the Force thing. It was a very cool dynamic to throw into a fight.
Well, I was remembering when he leaves in Rebels, the way he does that is he's using the Force. He's not even using his lightsaber. So
I
remember that. Yeah, he was like this really cool Force thing that he was doing. But yeah, that was awesome to see. I'm like, dang, I forgot how powerful he is. That he is. That was, but he still is. So that was really awesome to see. And you could tell with, I could see the relationship of Ezra and Sabine better. Definitely felt a little stronger this episode, which was really nice. You can just tell there's a lot of back and forth with her character. You can tell there's a lot of stuff that she's going through when it comes to guilt, everything she's been risking. Like you can just see the face of guilt. I felt that more in this episode.
Yeah.
I think trying to cover up that she's fine and that, how her training with Ahsoka has been, with the things that she's put at stake. Like you can definitely see that more in this episode. She still
hasn't told him everything.
Yeah.
He still doesn't know.
Yeah.
He definitely, the actor who plays Ezra, Iman Esfandi, I believe it is. He's just so receptive. I don't know. I love watching him. He's just receiving the world around him, the noti, and even with Ahsoka. Speaking of Ahsoka, I mean Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, and this one was just amazing. It was just such a joy to watch. You just see her fully come to life. That little moment in the beginning with the recordings of Anakin. Again, it centers her back into
that Force thing.
Yeah, that Force thing and who she was and her connection to him, and seeing Anakin for who he truly was, not who he became or not. Yeah, not what fear wanted her to see. So I don't know. It's just beautiful to see that relationship and her relationship with Anakin mended, and now that's truly now we're actively seeing it, allowing her to be the best warrior she can be, and the best she can serve others in better ways as well. And that moment with her and Ezra was just so wholesome, like a little laugh she gave, and it was just so great. So
wild. She's just so much more alive after that whole experience. She's like a completely different person. So it's so awesome.
What are your thoughts, Mom? Any thoughts on Thrawn and what he might have planned? Or, I mean, he's clearly got something up his sleeve.
I mean, I think this episode, for me, it was really cool. The things you were saying I agree with, but I feel like it was one of those episodes that's just like a transition into what's next. So I'm kind of like anticipating the next. I think for Ahsoka to find Sabine, possibly Ezra, was a big deal for her, of course. But I don't think we've been able to see yet the full consequences. I mean, we were able to see it, but they haven't really seen the consequences of what they've just experienced.
Yeah.
Because obviously Thrawn is ready to do some really awful things. So I'm kind of like a little nervous about that next phase. Like, okay, you're happy and you're hugging in the desert, but there's this bigger thing happening. And then, I don't know what this guy is wanting to do. Balin is
so
mystery.
And I think Shin is going back.
Creeping me out. We'll see.
I mean, I know they are supposed to, like I said, tie into an epic cinematic event. So,
okay, cool.
Cool.
I don't know when that's supposed to happen or when that's supposed to come out. Maybe all that's literally been under wraps. Maybe they just haven't told us.
Which would be kind of.
So maybe this is just a prelude to
what is
the bigger
what's
coming.
I think so, but I definitely think the show needs to, and I'm sure it will, kind of resolve and close everything that's going on here on a more grounded level with what's going on right now, and then we'll kind of see the tea kind of get shot up for Thrawn and for that big epic battle that we're talking about. I mean, clearly, our heroes are kind of winning. I have a feeling Balin and that aspect of it is probably what we're gonna learn a little bit more of, or might still be that might be more of the cliffhanger. You know, the threat of Thrawn might be like, okay, he's coming back, or he's, you know, prepared to.
It's funny. I don't know what he's doing.
Rally up, but yeah, Balin is that one aspect that clearly I think what he's after is setting up the much bigger picture of what could potentially be the threat for the future of Star Wars for the next couple of years. So I think Thrawn is the more immediate. Yes, right now the Empire coming back and the New Republic and all that. But something about Balin, man, something about all that is not settling whatsoever. And I think some of you guys commented it, and it's a very real thing. Is what are the Fang said it in the episode too. Yeah, Balin said it about what are the Night Sisters and Thrawn potentially fleeing from this place, or what exactly lies there. So there's a lot of
Thrawn's plan. I mean, he's powerful and stuff, but what's the real motive?
He always had something up his sleeve.
They did mention Gideon, so this does happen after season 3 and what we saw with Gideon on Mandalore and all that. So that actually does help us, because I was curious about that, like, when is all this happening? So yeah, that actually does help us understand. Okay, so Mando and Bo-Katan, like all of that we saw in season 3 has already happened. So, you know, the dark, like all of that, they're kind of ready in their place. They're probably gonna again get these characters in their place, and then probably set up a big clash with Thrawn. And I mean, the truth is, again, based on what we know from the sequel trilogy, the First Order is supposed to somehow still come into power. So, you know, I think we saw it, was it in Andor or maybe Mando with Elia. Elia's got something up her sleeve too with working with the Empire. So what is actually going to take place here? It's kind of definitely exciting and interesting to see how they play at all this and how they make it all come to fruition. But all to say,
I think the eerie part for me of Thrawn, if I remember correctly, is his ability to. He's very logistical, I guess. He seems to always have the upper hand. He's always thinking ahead.
Strategic,
He's always creating the strategies, the things you don't expect, and I think that's what makes him so threatening. Is that he is a mastermind at knowing what's coming and being ready and having the upper hand at things, and it's really hard to defeat that. And he feels this fear with Balin, like, where is he? Not fear, but like this thought of like he's already ahead of that. He's like, oh, but we're not seeing Balin. What is Balin doing? Like, he's already ahead of that.
About that.
He knows that. Whereas sometimes I see our characters that we love, like Ahsoka and Sabine, and they're not thinking about these things. Like, they're out there, you know, fighting and shooting lightsaber, you know, the little guns, and, you know, saving their lives. But at the same time, there's no awareness of like, oh, shoot, you know, there's these two beings that we need to be kind of on the lookout for. Like Balin, when she's like, oh, maybe I don't have to fight you. I understand there's a greater urgency to save Sabine, but now she's leaving this open loose end. And that's important because we left Thrawn open, and now we left Balin open, and we let this girl Shin run away. So it's that frustration, I think, that I'm like, oh. But I mean, you wouldn't have Star Wars if you didn't.
It's like a bunch happened, but nothing happened because she she went through this whole thing, and everybody just was in the same spot. Besides, of course, Ahsoka and Sabine and Ezra being reunited.
Yeah.
Because everything else was just glimpsed at, and of course Hera is good now, but you know.
And that was a fun little cameo, C-3PO. That was awesome.
Yeah, 3PO.
I was like,
I was gonna say though, I think even though you said that, that's what's interesting about what you just said. That even though time passed, nothing happened. That's exactly the point because of what Thrawn said. Like at the end of it, you realize, all this time passed, and now he's closer to them almost having the transfer complete, and then they can dip.
That's how I felt like this episode was.
Right, it's like, dang, we just spent all this time. Ahsoka finally got to them, but now they may be stranded here. So, we have a lot of questions. I think, how are they going to escape? How are they going to leave? And what's going to happen the moment they get back? And that's exciting, honestly, not knowing what's coming next, and how they may reshape, the future of Star Wars and kind of continue to build on how all these stories tie together. I don't know what else.
I have, if I may be the optimist here, I do think something very significant happened. As you guys know, the last 6 episodes I've been just harping on Sabine and like, why Sabine this, why Sabine that. I think the big thing that happened that to Thrawn doesn't have any significance because he thinks of power. He thinks of all anything that the dark side will feed him for his own gain. But the possible restoration of Sabine's faith is slowly, painfully slow, but it's slowly taking place. Mm-hmm. So now she's found herself, bless you. We have Sabine on this super dark, distant, far, far away galaxy, and she has found her dear, dear friend, whom relationship we still don't have clear, but we know she cares about him deeply. Mm-hmm. She's with him, and she's almost still kind of like in shock. She's trying to have a conversation with him, and she can't even.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah, like you could tell it's hard for her to even look him straight in the eye. And then when that moment that Ahsoka connects with her, I saw something click, and she realized, could she be alive? Could my master be alive? Could I have maybe not have destroyed everything that was precious? So with Ahsoka showing up, you're restoring an internal connection. You're starting to see the rebuilding of a Jedi family, not order, but a Jedi family. Very, very gifted warriors of light that are coming together to fight the incoming darkness. And so that, I think, is a huge win that Thrawn sees no significance of.
He's not a very, like Mom was saying, he's not a spiritual person.
No,
he's very much just strategy. He sees the numbers, he sees the plays, and
which is ultimately why he'll lose. Balin is a greater concern because he does believe in the spiritual, and he's probably siding with some dark side, and now that's going to be a more formidable foe. But for them to stand a chance, Sabine needs to come to the light. Her confidence is still in shambles. Ezra saved her, I think, twice. Mm-hmm. She doesn't believe in her ability to be a Jedi. She immediately went to hand him the saber because she's like, you're the Jedi between us. You do this. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, you got this. You've been training. I don't need it. Mm-hmm. So I love that I'm starting to see very, very clearly that Dave Filoni's writing and the directing is all about, can we get this girl, Sabine, to wake up and have some faith? Can you believe in yourself? Mm. Can you become the warrior you're supposed to be? And you're going to have to go through stuff to get there. And that to me is extremely appealing. Almost equally appealing is Shin, and who she is.
I was about to say, what do you feel about that? And
she's so conflicted because she can feel the draw. I mean, she's got Ahsoka, the white now, standing before her. How are you not drawn to that when you're force sensitive and you've got the desire to understand deeper what it means to be a Jedi?
And then all she has is a master that doesn't tell her anything about.
But what he does tell her, he doesn't completely dismiss the virtues of the Jedi. He understands the overall weakness of the system itself, and he's aligning with some weird, mysterious stuff that we still don't know. Yeah. But she's drawn to this Ahsoka now with two other Jedi force sensitive beings but is she on the wrong side of this whole ordeal? Shin is extremely interesting to watch. So I'm extremely hooked in. Yeah. I don't foresee any. I'm going to use a force here. I don't foresee any immediate resolution to this. Thrawn definitely wins the logistical battle here. He's got a zombie army packed and ready to go. Hera is trying to prep all those who will listen that an oncoming tsunami of threat is coming their way. Will they listen? That'll be the fascinating thing to watch. But I do think something significantly noticeable. Something significant and needs to be noted in terms of Sabine happened, and I'm happy it did. Yeah. I've kind of been wondering what is she going through, and I had some clarity today. So bravo to that.
Yeah, I think Balin is just this character that's in the shadows. I don't think anyone, maybe Thrawn, but no one sees him coming.
Yeah, Thrawn got a little weird about Balin not being there. Yep. He was like...
Well, yeah, there's clearly some things that he doesn't know. Like, even knowing that Ahsoka's master was Anakin Skywalker, he wasn't aware of that. There's some things he probably isn't as aware of.
But even that he was more calm with.
That he was more calm with,
that he was like, oh, great, we have an advantage because she's going to be reckless like her master.
Than that.
I also think it's interesting. It's interesting because I have a feeling Shin, when the Night Sisters, when they first arrived, where she was like, oh, it reeks of Jedi. Something like that about Balin, right? How maybe one of your comments said it, or it was very interesting. You guys tapped into like, well, maybe they weren't talking about Baylan, they were talking about Shin and how Shin deep down has like this light in her or whatever. But yeah, Baylan is like, he's literally like this gray area of, but he even told Shin before sending her off to kill Ezra and Sabine, like, take your place in this new empire. It was like, whoa, okay, man, what is, so.
But he was giving her a choice. It's so weird because at the end he said, your impatience for victory, your final lesson is, keep in mind, impatience for victory will lead to ultimate defeat. I'm paraphrasing. But that, he wasn't saying, he said, go ahead, kill them, and you take your place in this new empire. But that's not what he wants. So it's almost like he's saying, go join them if you will, but I'm going to go that way.
You can almost sense it in her.
Yeah,
the
conflict. And her, from her point of view, it just seems like she has three choices. Empire, Ahsoka, or Baylan. I don't want to be Shin right now. That's a very difficult place to exist.
Yeah.
It's such a fascinating character.
Wow.
I'm so in this right now. I love
so
this.
much,
I love
man.
this.
It was so great.
I love how we just unravel as we keep watching the episode. I think that's what's beautiful of us having just faith in the show too. It's like we don't understand something, but we want to see what they're doing because we gotta trust the guy in the hat, Mr. Dave Filoni. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's awesome.
But
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, this is all raising the stakes for what could potentially be quite the epic clash, quite the epic battle, war, if you will. So it's all. I mean, again, like you said, Jem, trusting the guy in the hat. Dave Filoni knows what he's doing. So
yes.
We're excited. We're excited to see where this all goes, and we want to hear your thoughts on this episode down below in the comments. So let us know what you guys thought, what your theories are, how this episode impacted you, what your thoughts are on the relationships between the characters, on the performances, all of that. We just love to hear what you guys have to say. And again, if you guys want to have access to our full uncut watch along to this episode or to any future uncut watch alongs that we do here on this channel, you guys can check that out by becoming a member of this channel by clicking the link in the description or this card up above to have access to our Patreon, or by clicking that join icon next to the subscribe button. So you have two ways to become a member of this channel, and your support monthly will mean a lot to us and help us and support the goals that we're trying to achieve here at MaJeliv. But regardless, you being here today means a lot to us. So thank you. Go out there, spread your light, and we'll see you guys in the next MaJeliv video. Have a MaJeliv day.
Bye.